I think I see a problem here. This is an empty bucket that used to have laundry soap in it. So today, we're going to make laundry soap. And here's the ingredients we need. You need a cup of super washing powder, a cup of borax, and one of these Fells naphtha bars grated. So I'm going to show you the process. It's very easy. It makes a 5-gallon bucket that lasts about 4 months. At this point, I'm just going to get some water to boiling, about a half of a pan full, just to you need hot water to make sure soap chips in. And then what I'm going to do here is grate up this bar of Fells naphtha and get my camera where it needs to be. Anyway, they sell these at Walmart for like 97 cents. And all you're going to do is grate this into, and I use it on the large part of the grater, just like this, till you get, I'll show you here in a minute, little chips of soap. And then I usually put wax paper on it so it catches it all, but you can kind of see how big they should be. Okay, so we're going to grate that up, and then we'll go to the next step. Gives you a better idea of what it's going to shred up to. Kind of looks like cheese, but don't eat it. It's not cheese. So now we have our 3 ingredients: super washing soda, borax detergent booster, and our Fells naphtha grated up. And the water's getting hot. I don't usually, cook it to like a rolling boil or anything. I just get it pretty hot before I put the soap chips in. So we'll take you there next. Okay, you don't really want the water to boil. I was looking at my recipe, and boiling will probably create soap suds. So what we're going to do is just take our grated soap, our Fells naphtha, just kind of put it in the hot water. I wait till there's a few little bubbles in the water. That tells me that it's pretty hot. And what you're going to do is melt this slowly. So you don't want to stir it fast. You just kind of want to move it around, and you have to stay with it at this point because you could scorch, but you can see it melts pretty quickly. Once it's all melted and you don't see any more of these little flakes, that's when it's done. So we'll go on to the next step. Okay, now that I filled this 5-gallon bucket about two-thirds of the way full with hot water. I just turned my tap water on as hot as it'll go, and that's what's in there. So we're going to slowly add in the borax and the super washing soda. I don't do it too fast because it will clump, and it's just kind of hard to stir up. But what you want to do is just kind of add it slowly and have it kind of just drift in there. I know it seems weird, but you'll see a lot of videos if you search YouTube on how to make laundry soap, but this works best for me. So that was the borax. I'm going to stir that up a little bit. Kind of try and get it to dissolve somewhat. After I do that, I'm going to add super washing soda. It says to use 1 cup, but I always make it a heaping cup, just because some of Sammy's work clothes are pretty grungy. And this mixture really does a good job on dirt. You can even use it on spots, like just take the right out of the bucket, and just kind of put it on hard soiled areas, and that helps too. But it does a really good job on his work clothes. So we'll stir that in and get it all dissolved, and then we'll add our melted soap chips. Okay, now I'm going to add in the hot melted soap chips. This can go in at any rate. You don't have to be real careful other than try and keep it from splashing on you, because it is very hot. As you can see, my lens is steaming up. Anyway, dump the whole thing in. And fortunately I didn't have too many bubbles, which is good. Kind of give it a good mix. And you're probably wondering, well, this doesn't look like a full 5-gallon bucket. Well, that's true, because I'm going to add more water. Everything in there is pretty well dissolved. So now I'm going to add in more hot water. and bring it up to about here on the bucket. And then we'll come back. Also, one more tip. I'm going to store this, the borax and the superwashing powder in airtight sealed tubs for the next time I make it, because this stuff does tend to collect humidity. If you just leave it in the box, it'll turn into a piece of stone.
The word for that is hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic. There you go. Store it in an airtight container until you're ready to make your next batch. Okay, I've mixed it all up. You can see how full I've filled it. It's a little foamy, but that will go away. And what we do is, I usually have Sam get this out of the sink because it's pretty heavy, but we set it out on our porch, or set it somewhere out of the way overnight. And you'll find when you look at it the next day, it kind of has the consistency of wet Jell-O. So you just give it a little stir every time you want to use it. Some people dilute it. I prefer to use it straight as it is. It just seems to clean better.
How much do you put per load?
Just like you would regular Tide or Gain or any of those liquid soaps, you use the same amount. So you can see it'll go a long way. And frankly, I got tired of paying $10 to $13 a bottle for a big jug of Tide or Gain or All or whatever else those name brand products are.
What's the total cost to make that 5-gallon?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Well, a box of borax was, this box of borax was $3.97, and I think it's got 4 pounds, a little over 4 pounds. And this box of superwashing soda, 55 ounces, I bought, and that was also $3.97. I got these at Walmart. These were 97 cents a piece at Walmart. So, with these boxes, I will make, oh gosh, I want to say I can probably make 5 to 6 more 5-gallon buckets full. The only thing I would have to pick up, which I did buy 3 of these, would be a couple more of these. So I'm going to say you could get 5 5-gallon buckets out of...
So 25 gallons?
Yeah. Yeah. Out of, you know, what, $8, $11, $15? I'd say at the most, $15 you can get.
So that's like $3 a bucket.
$3 a bucket. And there you go. Big bucket of washing detergent. Okay? Thought you... And we do date them. Yeah, we do date them. They last, depending on the time of year, because Sam has heavier clothes in the winter, but typically 4 to 6 months, depending on how heavy the wash load is. Now, that's just for the 2 of us. So if you have a family, you want to take that into consideration. But we thought you'd enjoy knowing how we make our laundry soap. Have a good day.